organization undoing tax abuses, Rudy Heinecker, joins us now in studio for more. Thanks so much for your time, Rudy. Appreciate it. So this seems to have popped up at this submission, this public hearing. What can you tell us about what's going to happen? How is it going to work?
Good morning. Yes, we attended a public meeting in Mamelodi last week, the 28th of March. There it was confirmed by the COO of the RTIA that when you fail to pay your e-tolls and when the auto amendment bill comes into is enacted, that you can earn demerit points for not paying your e-tolls.
So you lose your license because you're not paying e-tolls. That's the way, as some would argue, the only way SANRAL is going to get people to pay e-tolls, because lots of people have been ignoring that call.
Yes, I think it is common cause that there is a very low compliance regarding the payment of e-toll fees at this stage, around about 30%, lower than 30%. And I think the auto amendment bill, if this comes into play, this section and this infringement that is in the schedule, then it is an effort by the government to get people to pay the outstanding e-tolls, because a fine can be up to 500 Rand for ignoring a road sign that tells you to pay your e-toll bill.
So what do you do as an organization?
As AUTA is at this stage attending all public hearings, we have also attended a meeting with the RTIA. We are going to have meetings with stakeholders in the traffic environment, so that we can challenge the sections of the bill that is, in our view, not enforceable and that will create problems in the future. AUTA has also submitted written submissions to Parliament last year, and we attended a hearing at the NCOP, the National Council of Provinces, earlier this year. So we are determined to get this bill to work at the end of the day, so that road safety, the most important fact, road safety can be enhanced, and that this bill will be unchallengeable in future.
Do you think this was a sneaky way in which this was, tried to put through? Because we know that SANRAL has failed to get legislation on its own to force people to pay up for e-tolls.
Yes, if you look at the Auto Act, you will see that it covers all transport legislation now, and that is the SANRAL Act as well, where you can where an infringement can occur, and where you can then get demerit points for all transport legislation. And I think if you look at this broad concept, I don't think that it was well thought through by the legislator.
So should people start thinking about paying e-tolls, given that this is a possibility?
The Auto Act will still take some time before it is promulgated and signed off in law by the President. In the meantime, on the e-toll matter, we are busy in litigation with SANRAL on a number of cases. So I think the answers will come later this year, especially when these cases go to court. But we must also bear in mind that the Premier Makura, as well as the Minister of Transport, Mr. Bladen Zamandi, recently said that e-tolls are failing and that they need to look at other alternatives for the e-toll system.
What about speaking to the ANC about this going into elections? Could work in your favor, couldn't it?
Look, we are not promoting any politics. For AUTA, it's all about the best of the country, the best of the citizens, for the citizens in the country. So we're not playing politics at all. It is for us is to get the e-toll system to be scrapped. From the beginning, we said it is an unlawful system, and that is our where we are heading to.
I know you're not playing politics, but it would be strategic given that the ANC runs Gauteng, and if legislation or approach were to change, it would be via them.
Well, if it is the ANC, the DA, or any other political party running the province, I think that they must, look at the call from the people in the province, and not only in the province, the whole country. We must remember that a lot of goods travel through Gauteng from other provinces, so it is not only for Gauteng but for the whole country.
All right, thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it. That
Thank you.
was Outer's Rudy Heineke.